If I could welcome John McCavoy up onto the stage.
USA! 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 My name's John McCavoy. Welcome to Bowling Green State University. You know what? About 12 months ago, I'm going to share a little story, and I think a lot of you people are going to relate to this because it's probably your story also. About 18 months ago, we had a change in Washington, and that change was really based on a lot of hope and change, and we were kind of seeing a lot of change happen. And the change I was seeing was, I was seeing big bailouts given to large corporations, big bailouts given to Wall Street. There was even a government takeover of 2 automobile industries. And what was going on inside of my stomach was just this churning warning that this is not the way I want this to go. I'm a Vietnam veteran. I'm a Vietnam veteran with three citations.
Welcome home.
Thank you. I also served in the Gulf War as a civilian consultant, and I tell you what, I'm proud of this country. I'm proud of what the United States is. I'm proud of what the United States does. The fact that we can have this freedom of speech in this country, the great United States, and we can actually have people that, I'm not really sure what they're saying because it sounds like the message over there is actually pretty much the same message over here, that we want to be able to speak free. Thank God that we're able to do this in this country. Anyway, 18 months ago I was getting this churning in my stomach. And I was worrying that, you know what, something is going wrong with this country. This is not what I fought for. This is not the country that my grandfather and my father fought for. This is not the country that I want to leave to my children. So I decided I was going to look around and I was going to do something about this. And what I did is in my search, I found several organizations, kind of like these little Tea Party things. One of them up in Toledo area was the Children of Liberty. And you know what? I went to one of their meetings, and maybe some of you were there at the same meeting I was, and this was over in Maumee. I was over in Maumee, over to a theater over there. This was about a year ago, and I think they had some people over there who were running for office. I didn't know this at the time, but basically what they said is, we'll give you the microphone, you can talk for 5 minutes. Well, when I got the microphone, I went up and started talking. They asked me what I was running for, and I said, I'm not running for anything. Well, let me change that. I'm running for the world's greatest grandfather. And some of you might remember that. Well, I'm ahead in the polls. But a lot of there's some tough competition. Because the reason I'm running for the world's greatest grandfather is, it's my responsibility. It's my responsibility to make sure that I pass this country down in the same manner that I received it. Not just for you guys, but for those guys, and those guys, and those guys. So, what are we doing here today? This is how I'm doing it today. The country is in this mess because of me. It's my fault. You know what? What would happen is I'd go to polls in November, and I'd pull that thing, and I'd kind of do my best, and that would be it. I wouldn't do anything else. Not anymore. I'm watching. I'm reading those bills. If they won't read them, at least I'm reading them. And you know what? I know what's going on in the government today, and I'm going to stay engaged, and I'm going to stay involved. And I see out here there's several hundred people here who are also involved in the government. That's fantastic. You got to keep this up. I see several hundred people over on the other side of the walk there. They're involved in government. Thank you very much, because that's what we need to do. We need intelligent conversation with intelligent answers and intelligent people carrying on those conversations. And there's only one way to get it, and it's stuff like this. We've got to continue to keep an eye on our government, because when I send them to Washington, it's like hiring someone for a job. I hire them to go there and represent me. I don't hire them to go represent General Motors. I don't hire them to go represent Goldman Sachs. I hire them to represent me. So it's my job, if they're not doing what I want them to do, to change their employer. In other words, they're going to have to go find somewhere else and work, because they're darn sure ain't going to be working for me in November. want to welcome everyone here. I want to welcome all you guys on the other side. Raise those signs. Let's see them. Raise them. Be proud of what you're saying. Thank you.
Oh man, some glass is going to break. All right. Thank you, John.